recent years, the end of love has been announced many times. Love, the claim goes, is foundering because of endless freedom of choice, the overabundance of options and the compulsion of perfection. In a world of unlimited possibilities, love itself represents an impossibility. Passion, too, is said to have grown cold. Everlius has traced this state of affairs back to the rationalization of love and expanding technologies of choice. However, this sociological theory fails to recognize that another influence is now underway, which is corroding love far more than endless freedom or unlimited possibilities. The crisis of love does not derive from too many others so much as from the erosion of the other. This erosion is occurring in all spheres of life. Its corollary is the mounting narcissification of the self. In fact, the vanishing of the other is a dramatic process. Even though, faithfully enough, it largely escapes notice. Narrator's note. Eros means love, or a desire for wholeness with somebody else, or just life, its vitality. And atopos, which is coming up, describes the inability to describe an original experience. It's a certain quality of experience before it can be conceptualized and turned into data. In the inferno of the same, which contemporary society is increasingly becoming, erotic experience does not exist. Erotic experience presumes the exteriority of the other. It's not by chance that Socrates, the lover, is called a topos. The other whom I desire and who fascinates me is placeless. He or she is removed from the language of sameness. Being atopic, the other makes language indecisive. One cannot speak of the other about the other. Every attribute is false, painful, erroneous, or good. Our contemporary culture of constant comparison leaves no room for the negativity of what is atopos. We are constantly comparing one thing to another, thereby flattening them into the same, precisely because we no longer experience the atopia of the other. The negativity of the atopic other refuses consumption. Therefore, the society of the consumer endeavors to eliminate atopic otherness in favor of consumable heterotopic differences. In contrast to otherness, difference is a positive. Yet today, negativity is disappearing everywhere. Everything is being flattened Memory is not an organ of simple restitution by means of which one makes the past present again. In memory, what has been is constantly changing. It is a progressive, living, narrative process. In this, it differs from data storage. Technological data strips all life from what has been. It is without time. Thus, a total present prevails today. It is abolishing the irretrievable moment. Time without moments is merely additive and no longer situative. As the temporality of the click, it lacks decision and resolve. Today, love, which now means nothing more than need, satisfaction, and enjoyment, is incompatible with the withdrawal and delay of the other. Society as a search engine, a machine for consumption, is abolishing the desire for what is absent, what cannot be found, seized, and consumed. Otherness is not consumable difference. Capitalism is eliminating otherness wholesale in order to subordinate everything to consumption. Eros, however, represents an asymmetrical relationship to the other. As such, it interrupts the exchange rate. Otherness admits no bookkeeping. It does not appear in the balance of debt and credit. Work and bare life are closely related. Both constitute reactions to the negativity of death. Today, the defense of bare life is intensifying into the absolutization and fetishization of health. The modern-day slave prefers it to sovereignty and freedom. He or she resembles the last human beings Nietzsche describes, for whom health per se represents an absolute value. It is exalted and made the great goddess. One honors health. We invented happiness, say the last human beings, and they blink. Capitalism absolutizes bare The Flying Dutchman's ship, manned by the undead, according to legend, offers an analogy to contemporary burnout society. The Dutchman, flying like an arrow, without aim, without rest, without peace, is like today's exhausted and depressive achievement subject whose freedom amounts to being condemned to perpetual self-exploitation. Capitalist production is aimless, too. It no longer has any concern for the good life. The Dutchman is undead, unable to either live or die, damned to journey eternally in the inferno of the same. He yearns for an apocalypse that would set him free from torment. Great day of judgment nearing slow, when wilt thou dawn and chase my night? When comes it, that o'erwhelming blow, which strikes the world with crushing might? When all the dead are raised again, destruction I shall then attain. Ye worlds, your course continue not. What is obscene about pornography is not an excess of sex, but the fact that it contains no sex at all. Porn is not sex in virtual space. Today, even real sex is turning into porn. Pornography reinforces habituation. Word erases otherness altogether. What is pornographic is precisely the lack of contact and encounter with the other. Instead, autoerotic contact and autoaffection protect the ego from being touched or seized by the other. Without